Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So in this video we're going to recap the top performing teams for the three different sets of Titan Reavers using the infographics made by Kesser from the Yapala Discord. So in this video we're just going to basically emphasize on the top performing teams, the recommended teams, to make sure you are running the optimal things on these final days. But if you've been following my recent and updated Titan Reaver videos, you're probably already running the top teams. But this is just going to be an overview. Now, important thing to note is that for the teams in Titan Reaver Charge, Fresher and Zandrock will work at one copy and probably would even be best even at one copy compared to another team option. And the other thing is that Kruger and Zandrock would be potentially used on your Craze Shellbrew team. You cannot have them full legendary charm set because that is going to give them unaffected. Basically, the red charms going to give them unaffected and they're going to be insta-killed by the boss. So you have to run at least one orange charm onto these heroes to make sure they don't have the red charm set activated. That is important. Otherwise, you're going to just keep, basically it's not going to work, that team. Okay, so the overall top team, as you guys see here, is a current best set. However, I'm not even going to really talk about that. We're just going to break it down by boss-wise, and we're going to talk about when you should run one of these top two teams. Because basically, there are only two teams you should be running. Either the Pandora Graveborn team, and this has RNG. Pretty decent amount of RNG as well. But if you have a high investment of Pandora, Shamira, and other Graveborn heroes, then this is probably going to be the top team for you. For me, of course, this is the top team, but it is high on RNG. So it has Grim Execution in front of Pandora, Pink Twin on the right, Blue Twin on the left, Pandora on the Stellar Bond, Pandora buffing up Shamir in the back, Ludovic behind Pink Twin, Damon buffing up Pandora. This is going to be the top team at a high level of investment. However, at a more medium level of investment, or even low level of investment, Shamir Lightbearers is your best option. And so you should actually be trying to see which one is best for you depending on your level of investment. And this is going to be the second best team. And for people who don't have high investment, this is the overall best team. So this is, and this also, the good thing is it has hardly any RNG. So that is another advantage of running this team. Hugo in front of Shamira, Pink Tron on the right, Blue Tron on the left, Shamira on the Stellar Bond, Tessia buffing up Shamira, Faye buffing up Shamira as well, and then Sonya buffing up Shamira with the Aerostorm as well. And these are the only two teams you should run. Don't even worry about this final team. It's just really these two teams. One of these two you should pick. Try to get your Fade Charms, Red Charms, because that's going to boost the damage of Shamira. Basically, that is going to be it. Now, for the team number two, the best team number two, even if you have one copy of Zandrock, even if you have one copy of Fresto, it is going to be this Baelran Mauler team. However, if you need to have Baelran at Supreme Plus if you're going to run this team. Baelran is not a hero that works at one copy for this team. So if you have Baelran built, you should run this Mauler's version. And you see it here as just Smokey, Zandrock, Mikola, Real Frester behind Zandrock, Illusion on the right. Lone Gaze is going to buff up Baelran with Star Blast spell. That's a top team. You can replace Zandrock for another Mauler such as Satrana. Satrana would be the next best replacement. And if you don't even have Satrana either, then the third best replacement would be Kruger. But again, follow this note here. Make sure you have at least one orange charm. Otherwise, those heroes are going to be insta-killed. So Zandrock or Kruger, if you're running them here, they have to have at least one orange charm. That is essential. So there you have the top team. If you don't have Baelran, there is a Mihira team. And there's a Damon team. Both of them are good, and you're going to have to see which one is better for you. So this one is Illusion Frester in front of Mihira, Real Frester in front of Nothing, and then Lone Gaze buffing up Mihira, Smokey, Satrana, Mikola. Again, you can try replacing Satrana for Zandrock or for Kruger like we saw, but really if you're going to run one of these teams, probably Satrana is better. And this other team with Damon is just Real Frester in front of Damon, Illusion in front of Nothing. So that's the only difference here. Here's Illusion in front of Mihira, here's Real Frester in front of Damon. And Damon is the best for this team. He's better than Pheromore, but if you don't have Damon built, you can use Pheromore rather than Damon, but Damon is better. And if you don't even have Pheromore, you can run Nazric, but I don't know what person would have Nazric built and not Damon or Pheromore, so like it's not really, I don't think anyone's going to be using that. So there we have it for Titan Reaver Charge. Okay, next up, we have Titan Reaver Clash. So Titan Reaver Clash is going to be King Croaker and Nocturne Judicator. As you see here, there are a lot of teams for the King Croaker, which we're going to have to go through, but we're going to break it down. So the overall top performing team is the pay-to-win party over here for the pay-to-win players. Real Frester behind Alicet, Illusion on the right side. Otherwise, you guys can see the heroes for yourself here. However, there are some alternative versions. This one is not really recommended, this Zany Alicet, because as you see here, the damage difference is too great. It would be better for you to run a team like this. And so there is a Saida Mahira team. You can work at one copy of Saida, and it has Real Fresco in front of Baleran, and it has Illusion Fresco in front of the Mahira. And as you see here, you can swap this hero for Talene. This is an important swap, and it might not look obvious when you're just reading this infographic, but you can swap Saida for Talene, one copy Talene. So basically, if you have Saida here, or you swap Saida for Talene, one copy of them will work into this comp. And honestly, for a lot of people, Talene is doing the best, and this is actually going to be, so this one, the Saida Twins team, technically, a lot of people are just running this with one copy of Talene, and this is their best option for team number 1. So Real Fresco in front of Baleran, Illusion in front of nothing, Blue Turn on the right, Pink Turn on the left, Elucia buffing up Baleran, Smokey in front of Real Fresco, and now Talene in front instead of Saida, just one copy of Talene. This is a comp which is doing the best for the most number of players. And as you see here, really, unless you have a maxed out Saida, it'll be better for you to just run a one copy of Talene. Okay, so really, one copy of Talene can take the place of Saida in either of these teams. You can try them. And this one, the Saida Twins team, well, actually with Talene, is going to be the top performing team for a lot of people for team number 1 if you have Baleran built. Now, if you do not have Baleran built, then there are some other options down here. So we have a free-to-play Frosty team, which will work at one copy Saida here. There's a no Baleran team. Real Fresco in front of Pink Twin, Illusion on the Stellar Bond. You have Damon on the Stellar Bond, buffing up Illusion, Elucia in front of Damon, Blood Moon Spell. So this is going to be a free-to-play alternative with one copy of Saida that is working. I don't know if Talene would also work at one copy here rather than Saida. It's something you could try because basically they serve the same job. And then you have a Pandora Graveborn team. So if you have your Pandora Supreme Plus or higher, then this is going to be the team you want to run. Blue Turn on the right, Pink Turn on the left, Damon buffing up Pandora, Thorin in front of Damon, Grim Execution in front of Pandora, Pandora in front of Ludovic with the Aerostorm spell. This is a very good team. If you have Supreme Plus or higher, Pandora is still getting solid scores. And is a no Fresco team, a no Baleran team, overall good budget team. So for a lot of people, this is actually going to be the top team. Now, if you guys do not have Supreme Plus Pandora and she's just Supreme, this is going to be the top team formation. This is the best and needed team if you do not have Supreme Plus Pandora yet. If you have like a Supreme or lower Pandora, basically, this is the top team you want to run. And then finally, you just have this Welfare Wednesday comp, but it just has Rainier in place of Pandora. However, it is worse than all other teams, even this Pandora team we showed. So probably you're not going to even be running this team. However, it's just the final team to mention here. Okay, now for Nocturne Judicator, we do have the top team is going to be a Nazarick team. Now, it will depend what you're running on Team 1. If you're running Twins on Team 1, like either this Saida Twins team, but like Talene swapping for Saida, basically, like we mentioned, or if you're running this free-to-play Frosty team with Twins, or some of these other Twins teams, you're going to run a no Twins version of a team on Team 2, right? But if you have Twins available, Twins are going to be better than the no Twins counterpart. So the best no Twins team is with Nazarick, as you see here. Blue Trin on the right, Pink Trin on the left, Coco and Nazarick on the Stellar Bond, Lone Gaze in front of Nazarick, Valar in front of Blue Trin, and Kruger in the back left corner. Midnight Hunter up front. So this is the best Nazarick team. Then the next best option is with Shakira. If you don't have Nazarick, Shakira should be plus 10 exclusive equipment. And you see it here. Blue Turn on the right, Pink Turn on the left. Shakira and Lone Gaze on the Stellar Bond. Valar behind Shakira. Coco in front of Lone Gaze. And Kruger in the upper left. Now, these are both going to be substantially better than this Fae team. This Fae team is not good. As you see from the scores here, it can't really even compete with the other two teams. And the only reason you would want to run Fae team is if you don't have Nazarick and you don't have Shakira Bell. Like, that is the only reason you'd want to run this Fae team. However, if that is the case, you can run this Fae team. You guys can see the formation as Blue Tron on the right, Pink Tron on the left, and you guys can see the other heroes with the Starblast as well, but most people would never be running this. You should run Shakira and Nazarick if you have them built. Plus 10 exclusive equipment. Okay, now if you do not have the Twins for team number 2, then you're going to run a no Twins Nazarick or no Twins Shakira. And they're almost identical. So like, it doesn't really matter if you have Shakira built or Nazarick built. They're almost the same, but the positionings are going to be different. So Nazarick is Hugin in front of Valara, Lone Gaze in front of Nazarick, Coco behind Midnight Hunter, Kruger on the right with the Starblast spell. This is if you're using Twins on team number 1 and you can't free them for team number 2. And the other team is the Shakira team. Again, Hugin, Valara in same position, Coco same position, Lone Gaze same position, but Kruger behind Lone Gaze and Shakira in the upper left. And there we basically have it for the teams for the Titan Reaver Clash. Okay, now for Conquer, I just made an updated video yesterday in detail breaking down all the Conquer teams, so I recommend you just go and refer to that. However, just to briefly touch on things, the most pay-to-win comp is going to be this new top team, and this is for high Paragon investment, basically the Krakens out there top team. If you're not a Kraken, but you have these heroes built, like Supreme plus Mahira, this is going to be the best team you run, team number 2. Otherwise, you're going to run the Bailran team if you have Bailran Supreme plus, and you don't have these other heroes built, this is your best team. If you don't even have that, you'll use a one copy Mahira formation. That is going to be this team over here. And if you cannot even run one copy of Mahira, you have some alternatives here. The only thing to keep in mind is Frestro is usually better used in the second team. So that's why it's not preferred here. However, it still is a good team one. And then this one with Shadewing, you can just replace Shadewing for Bonnie, because most likely if you're running the most budget comp, you probably don't have Shadewing built. Okay, now for team number 2. Team number 2, which is Necrodrake, and of course Harok is the best. And the best Harok team by far is the Zany version, as you see here, but it needs plus 15 exclusive equipment Fresto. If you have plus 10 Fresto or lower, or even low copies, then this is going to be your best team to run for Necrodrake. If you don't have Fresto, then you can run this Harok and Zany team, which is also very competitive with the Fresto version. And if you do not have Zany, you can run this Fresto Harok Ravion team, which is also very competitive. Now, if you do not have Harok, your score is going to suffer, obviously. And your best team number 2 to run is going to be this Frestro Bailran team. However, you should not run Bailran on team number 2, because Bailran gives a much bigger score boost by being on team number 1. So you should not be running Bailran team number 2. Honestly, there's actually no point of really including this here, because it's just better for you to run Bailran on team number 1. Then next up is going to be, this is basically going to be the best budget team out there for Mythic plus Rainier, Real Fresto in front of Pandora Illusion in front of nothing. This is going to be the best team. It works at one copy Fresto. It's a budget team, overall top performing team. But if you cannot run this team for whatever reason, you can run these budget comps, like maybe you're using Fresto on your team 1, which could be the case, or maybe you don't have Pandora Rainier built, then you can run these free-to-play budget comps. They're 2 different versions of them. They're almost identical in score, so it just matters. Do you have Merrily built? You can run this one. If you don't have Merrily built, just run this one. And then you basically have it, guys. Those are the recap of the top Titan Reaver teams. Hopefully you're able to get a good score and get into the ranking position you're looking for. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any other tips in the comment section down below. If you guys are not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. We have a link to my Discord in the description of this video. Also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. My link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. And you can actually bookmark or favorite that link in your web browser or your mobile device. And then whenever you're thinking about making a purchase, just return to that bookmarked link. And any purchase you make will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.